give us a summary about what a modulator is, because I think I've heard you use it in two ways.
Okay. Best way of, if you think about modulators, so if you can imagine you've got a sort of ring of electromagnets, which can change in polarity and strength. Some of them you control, some are controlled by people you know, some you've got no idea whether they're changing, but you've got no idea whether it's deliberative or not. And in the middle of that circle of magnets, there are a set of cast iron discs like hockey pucks, some which stand alone, some which are connected by chains or by elastic bands. And for the pedants amongst you, there's a high coefficient of resistance on the surface. Yeah. So if all of the magnets keep the same strength and the same polarity, the discs will form a stable pattern. Change one magnet, I can predict the results. Change two magnets, I can predict the results. Change three, I can no longer predict it. And that the magnets are in effect modulators. Right? So the key thing in a complex adaptive system is there is no causality, but there is modulation. Now that then becomes very important because the more of the modulators I can control and the more real-time feedback I have, the more I can influence how the system evolves. So I don't have to have predictive capacity in order to actually influence how it works. I can modify the modulators I control. I can get real-time feedback look on what happens, and I can make lots and lots of micro adjustments. But the reality is, in evolution, if you don't have constraints, nothing changes. So if there are no constraints, all events are equiprobable, the thing is just inert. So constraints are positive and negative, and without constraints, evolution doesn't happen. So there's a key difference made between enabling constraints and governing constraints. Yeah, so enabling constraints allow things to happen, governing constraints effectively contain or construct. We sometimes say contain or connect.